Right. Let's try this again, alright? Welcome to Ray County. We are live. Alright, so we're heading to Uncle Jimmy's house up the road here to get his forage harvester because ours, the motor blew and I had it sent to the scrapyard. It was an old one. It bit the dust. So we're gonna pull into Uncle Jimmy's driveway here, and he's got the New Holland forage harvester all loaded up for us, and we're gonna bring it down to our farm and get working on a cornfield. We're gonna bring in some silage to put in the fermenting silo so we can make silage for the cows. All right. And there it is. We're at Uncle Jimmy's house. Uncle Jimmy's been a farmer a lot longer than I have, so he's got a nice crib. He's got a very beautiful brick ranch house. He's got an old customized international pickup truck. Like he's living well, and he's family, so he's always willing to help me out. So yep, he already got this loaded up. He left the keys in the sun visor, and you know, we're just going to take care of it, be careful, and get things done here. Come on. What's up? There's Watchdog, Joey, Pleasant. Everybody made it back? All right. What's up, Donald Carter, Alexis Quiz, Ivory, Ortega Martinez. Hello. How you doing? All right, we're going to get this fired up. Excuse me. And head down to our farm. We already got it strapped down. Got it on a nice low boy here. And we are on Ray County, Missouri. Before we get too far, I want to show you the map, the way it looks. It is a cool looking map. It's laid out nicely. Look at this thing. Pretty. Lots of fields. I don't even know how many they are. Probably about 50 or so. But we live right down here. We own 17, 16, 20, and 19's the one we're going to go take care of the corn silage. And then Uncle Jimmy, he lives right here. That's where we're heading out. All right. What's up, Robert Brown? Dust Bunny, hello. Frosty Farming Sim hasn't been the same without you. I miss it, trust me. So I leave back out for work Friday morning. But this time I got my son, he got an Xbox X. He saved up his money and got one of those, so he gave me his old PS4. So I'm taking the PS4 and make sure I don't take the fence out. And I got FS25 downloaded, and I got 6,000 megs of mods downloaded on the PS4. So we are ready to rock and roll when I do have some downtime when I'm out on the road. Usually an hour or two before I go to bed, I'll probably... What the heck? Oh, we bottom out. We bottomed out. Come on, baby. There we go. Luckily, we got hydraulics on here. We can lift and lower. But there's my pretty wheat field I planted. Look how pretty that looks. I did that all by myself. Isn't that nice? Then I planted some grass over here on the left. Like literally just planted it today. So that'll start growing in the next month or two. Alright, right down the road here. We'll get this bad boy unloaded. What's up, Mia? Hello to you as well. Frosty, what's the best way to get used to using a mouse and keyboard for the... Oh, I love using a mouse and keyboard. That's going to be the biggest adjustment when I play on a PS4 is I'm gonna have to do everything on a controller. I love the mouse and keyboard. I love zooming in, zooming out, panning the camera any way I want, all the different keys when I want to do different things. Much more control with the mouse and keyboard. Now this is a private road. We're not going to get any traffic on this road, so we can just park her right here. We'll disconnect that. Ah, crap. Forgot to unstrap it. Gotta get the straps undone first. There we go. Shut her down. Frosty just can't play COD with mouses. No, not really. I can do multiplayer, like regular team deathmatch, stuff like that. But when it comes to Warzone and I gotta like open boxes and switch stuff, I'm horrible with mouse and keyboard. But when it's just running and gunning, I'm not too bad. We deliver Friday in Carlisle, Pennsylvania. Ooh. That PS4 gonna sound like an air. Oh, trust me, I heard it. Even when I'm downloading the mods, it's got like this little high whistle noise. I'm like, what the heck is that? And I realized it was the PS4. That's a question I have for you guys, chat. Stevenson, thank you. Stevenson put in the chat, he put the link for this map. It's by No Creek Farms. Go to his itch.io. This is Ray County, Missouri. Very, very good map. Lots of detail. All right, we're going to hop into Uncle Jimmy's New Holland. I think we got the 7-meter header on there. It's pretty good size one. All right, let's fire up. I had a question. Anybody on console? I know nothing about Farm Sim on console. This is going to be all new to me when I'm out on the road. On console, what... So, like, I see where it says 8,000 something megabytes of storage. I understand that, but... And I'm going to be using... It's under 6. It's like 5,000 something with the mods I downloaded. How's it going to run? Like, what's the safety zone for how much space you should be using? Because I know you probably don't want to use all of it. What's up, Richard Hollenbeck, Ivan Dockery? Because I don't want to have poor performance either. I want to be able to enjoy what I'm, when I'm playing. It's almost 5 o'clock in the afternoon on an October day, so we're going to get the headlights on here. We're also going to get a hired worker going. 6-meter head. Okay. Number of headlands. We're going to do 1. Oh, 1's on auto. Blah, blah, blah. Work the headlands. Okay. Alright, we're going to let them get lined up. And we'll get our first wagon up and running. Ooh, that's some bright lights. Use all of it. Full send. I've never had a problem max. Okay, cool. I'm currently until my PC is fixed. You're playing on FS25. What's up, Orville? What is the coolest place you have visited on recent travels, says Rhett? The coolest place? I really like driving, for being a truck driver, like getting things done. The smoothest run I've had was the load I got in Texas. It was in Dallas, and I took it to Kansas City, and it was just a nice smooth ride all the way up through Oklahoma. It was just a smooth ride. So that was the smoothest trip I've had. I like the further west. The further I'm away from the Northeast, the happier I seem to be. Everything just goes smoother. It's easier to find a parking spot. But yeah, I have a schedule. I like to get up around 4 o'clock every morning, do my pre-trip, and that gets me an easy parking spot at the end of the day, because it's usually anywhere from 2 to 5 o'clock in the afternoon when I park, and there's always a place to park at any truck stop I go at that time. So that's kind of been what I've been sticking to. Get an early morning start, and it usually works out pretty good, especially if I'm near a big city. If you get up that early, you miss the morning rush. So I've been getting miles. I've definitely been putting the miles in. If you're able to keep the PS4 clean, then you should be okay. Yep, that's clean. The only thing that's on it is Farm Sim 25. That's it. There's nothing else on it. So there's nothing else taking up storage space. Just FS22 and mods. But I definitely like playing on PC better. But hey, it'll be nice to get some farming in while I'm on the road. Yeah, I'm over the road, Joshua. But the company I work for, PTL, Pascal Truck Lines, they don't go any further west of I-35. But they, I've gone to Minneapolis. I've gone to Green Bay, Minneapolis. I've gone as far east as Wilkes-Barre. Done a Maryland once, which I hate going to Baltimore and Washington, D.C., but I went to Baltimore. It actually went pretty smooth for a change. But we have a dedicated account. Come on, man. We got a dedicated account for Sam's Club, so I do a lot of Sam's Club deliveries every once in a while, but every day is interesting. You never know where you're going to go. I took a trip last month to Joplin and rode Route 66 back to Chicago. Oh, yeah? I saw you went on a little trip. Just downloaded FS25 and the game stutters a bunch. What should I do? Can your PC handle it? You got to make sure. What is going on with this guy? Must be blocking him or something. Once we get that headland out of the way, things will go smoother, because then we'll be going back and forth. Yeah, he's just doing the old turnaround, do-si-do. Oh, Lord. Come on! Guess that's Uncle Jimmy up there driving there. Who is that? Yep, that's Uncle Jimmy. He's struggling. Alright, we got a straightaway. Let's go. What's up, Cody Carr? Irish Reaper got married 2 weeks ago. How old is he again? He's not that. Isn't he your age? I'm enjoying the Northeast now, but our customers allow parking. Oh, well, you're lucky then, because Northeast isn't always easy to find parking. Alrighty, so we're at 100%. We're gonna go run this to my farm, and we'll get it ready to unload at the fermenter, and then we'll switch over to the Kubota and continue unloading silage. So about 31,000. Pleasant View, I don't know if you're still watching, but I downloaded those wagons you sent me. Thank you, sir. I got the Badger here. I already had this one, but the Kubota's hooked up to the Miller that you sent me. So that's the second wagon we'll be filling up here soon. 35. Oh, okay. Thought he was younger. How old are you now, Coop? I just turned 41 in June. I'm getting old. What's up, Kendall Yoder? Floodwater Studios. Hey, buddy. How you doing there, buddy? Ooh, that reminds me. I was able to download the Pennsylvania map for FS25 on PS4. So I'll be on the White Farm map in Pennsylvania. That'll probably be... Ah, crap. I cut that too early. Alright, we're gonna have to... Uh-oh, is she too heavy? She is pretty heavy. Full load of silage, struggling. Unless I got my wheels locked. I think we did. Ooh. Is it just because of the weight? It might be. Alright, we're gonna try to whip her around one more time. Get closer. Do you use any of the unrealistic No, I don't. I like the realistic ones. Alright, take this wide and then get as close as we can to the blower. There she is. We'll have to get this fired up so it'll blow it up the chute. Alright, so the forage wagon's going to shoot it into the blower, and then that shoots it up into the silo. And it's going to take a minute to unload. That's why we're going to switch to the Kubota. But I'll show you what that's doing. All that silage is going to be fermented. All the chaff we're putting in there is going to turn into silage. Over time, it'll transform into silage. And then I can feed that to my cows by backing up to this with a forage wagon, or a feeder wagon, I mean. All right, so we're going to run over and get into the Kubota, which is right here. It's the M8, and it's hooked up to the Miller Pro wagon. Pleasant View sent me the link to that. Appreciate that, sir. Go get caught up and get this one filled up. We're not going to do this whole field like this. We're just going to try to get the fermenter filled up, get a good amount in there, and then we're going to harvest with the corn header so we can get some corn in for the pigs, because I want to get them some food too. There we go. ATS coming into I saw that. ATS coming to console. Can you believe it? You remember how much I always used to talk about that with you guys? I was like, why in the world have they not put that on console? They would have made millions more if they would have done that a long time ago. I don't know what took them so long. Hello, Robert Hiskins. I haven't played Farm Sim in over a year. I run a clown gang in GTA. Oh, man. Hey, as long as you're having fun, that's all that matters. Now, what's this guy doing? Is it because this is in the way? Back this up. Yep, that's what it was. We'll wait for him to get turned around. Come on. I downloaded, I'm trying to think how many maps I downloaded on Farm Sim 22. For the PS4, I downloaded White Farm. I downloaded some old maps that I used to love. Fruling, I don't know if anybody's ever heard of that. Fruling, the Hills of Slovenia. Those are little maps that I just love because I can use little farm equipment. I love the small farm equipment. Actually, I think Fruling, isn't Fruling the one that's based off of White Farm, or White Farm's based off of the Fruling layout? One or the other. So anyways, if you play on Fruling, you're gonna feel like it's White Farm, if memory serves me right. But anyways, it's a good map. It's European style. And then I also downloaded, I think it's called Mason County. Mason County by Poor Boy. It sounded pretty awesome. It had all kinds of productions, and you could like make bales out of certain crops. That it just seemed pretty cool. So I'm gonna give that one a shot. Yeah, White Farm is up there with one of my favorite maps ever, just because of the layout and the little fields to use the old equipment. I love that. How many mods do I have on PS4? I don't know how many. I just know I've used up close to 6,000 megs. I started out getting the bare minimum things, and then I kept looking at the amount. I'm like, I can get some more. And by the time I was done, I was like, I'm good. What's up, Midwest Farmer? Hello. John Mass, hello. Yeah, ATS will only be on the newer consoles. So the silage harvester that I had to send to the scrapyard, it had a smaller cut. I think it was 4.5 or something. So even though he's going over the same patch, he's catching more because the header's bigger on the New Holland. Yeah, the Alice, see, that's the other thing on console. The only Alice Chalmers tractor is the 8000 one by Julian. I think that's like one of the only Alice, and then there's the big one, but I don't really like using that bigger one. I don't really like I don't mind being in a truck. I don't like being over the road. Because I'm away. I'm gone. I don't get to be with my family. I'm missing all the volleyball games, basketball games. So it really sucks. But the end game goal is January, February. Sometime in March will be enough experience to hopefully find something good local. I've got lots of options. I just got to get enough experience to be considered for those positions. There's some port jobs, hauling containers. There's even some yard dog jobs I wouldn't mind having, but even those require a certain amount of experience. So I just got to be patient and wait. But no, I don't really enjoy being away from home. But the company I'm with, they keep me busy. I'm getting, like the month of July, I drove over 10,000 miles. Last week I had like 3,200, like they're getting me 3,000 or more miles a week almost. They keep me running, and I'm good at managing my clock. So that's always a part of being successful as a truck driver, is knowing how to manage your clock. So that's part of making decent money on the road. I didn't know what he was doing. He's turning around on me. All right, let's go. So now we got the headland in, we're going to be going back and forth. Have you tried showing them your ATS record? No. I've been doing good though. They have the, I think it's called the Lytx, Lytx or something. I got the face forwarding camera. It looks at me and it looks out at the road. At first I didn't want that, but it's whatever. I don't care. I think the only time they even really are looking at you is if you trigger an event, which I think I've triggered one event, and that was, what was I doing? I think I was putting something in my trash bag, which is around the seat belt buckle on the passenger seat. That's where I put my little trash bag. And the bag kept closing on me, so I couldn't get my trash in it. So I think after 4 seconds of doing the same thing, that could be any type of distraction, it triggers an alert on the Lytx, whatever you want to call it, platform, yada yada, and then it triggers an event. It says distracted event, and that's the only thing I've ever had since I've been there. I don't speed because you barely can. Truck only goes 66. When I'm in smaller zones, I just always stick to the 5 mile an hour buffer zone. I haven't had a ticket in years. I've lived and stuck to that. 5 mile an hour, don't go any more than that, and I've never been bothered. Alright, let's get the, whoop, don't want that little guy. Let's get the farm all out of the way. Kubota hooked up to unload. Good to hear from you. What's up, Paul? Ian Oppenheim, hello there, laddie. Good evening, nice to hear your voice. Nice to see your typing. How are you, sir? Oh, I don't know if we're gonna, let's see if I can back this in here. Seems close enough, doesn't it? We'll get her in there. So I saw ATS is going to have a bus DLC. That actually is something else I always said they should add. And I'll definitely play that. That'll be fun. It's going to have passengers to pick up and take different places. That'll be nice. Alright, we'll get that unloaded. And then we'll go get some more. Let's see how good this thing's filling up. So it can hold 463,000 liters. But we're not going to fill that whole thing. That I ain't doing that. But I do want to get at least a couple more loads. And then we'll harvest some corn. Actual harvester. Mr. Vanderford. What's up, Justin? Bradley Patterson, hello. Yeah, White Farm was good, Grumpy. One of my favorites. I didn't realize it was this late in the day in the game. It's actually pretty. It's October. About 5 p.m. in the game. Is the stream running smoother for you guys now that we restarted? I saw a bunch of people today complaining about the current ATS beta is catered to consoles. Oh, really? Oh, you mean like... Is like the whole menu and interface like all like console-ish? Console-ish? Is that a word? Console-ish? I have crop destruction on from the top. Smashing down the stubble. Alright, he's gonna spin around, so we're gonna get out of his way. And this is what I drive, chat. It's not a day cab, but when I'm out on the road, I drive International LT just like that, but it's got the high-rise sleeper. It's got a Cummins. It's a good truck. I haven't had any issues with it. Runs good. It's got the whatchamacallit, temper control. APU unit, not the fuel kind. It runs off batteries, so it's nice. The truck just starts up on its own when the temperature gets too warm, like in the summer. If I set it to where I want it, it'll get to a certain point, and then the truck just starts on its own, and it blows the, gets the temperature to cool the way I like it, and then it just keeps doing it. Very nice. Technology, I tell you, it's come a long way for trucks. What's up, Keith Goodman? Hadn't seen Farm Sim since last time you streamed it. Well, this is a custom map, so these textures are even better than like the main game. Yeah, this is a really nice map. It's called Ray County, Missouri. Missouri. Anybody in the chat playing on Ray County right now? I know Pleasant View has. I'm pretty sure he's got a Ray County profile. Smooth as butter, looking good. So we just needed a hard reset. Happy almost Labor Day. Yep. I'll be back to work. I go back Friday morning early, so I'll be out on Labor Day. And the only crappy thing with that is hopefully I have a load that I'll be driving on that day, because most likely if it's not a 24/7 place, it's not going to be open. Alright, so 30, we're getting about 30,000 liters each trailer load. Trying to think how much silage I'm going to need to get through the winter. It's October. The snow will be falling soon, so I probably should get as much in there as I can, huh? Ow! That was a close one, Bambi. That was a close one. What's up, Desert Ox? The GUI, all... Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I didn't see... Yeah. If they're making it console... Yeah, it's probably going to be all wagon. I have Ray, haven't played on it a ton yet. It's nice. It's very nice. It's like the perfect size fields where you can kind of go with the old school stuff, but you gotta have some big stuff too to make things get done quicker. But there's my open range. Big open range for the Angus, my beef cows. I think we got, how much do we got? Let me check here. So the actual cow barn, we got 30 head of Angus. We got 20 calves, and then we got 10 6-month-olds. Those calves actually shouldn't be out there, but because we got the calf weaning barn, we got 10 in the weaning barn. Once they get to 6 months, we'll put them out to the big pen. And then we got 15 pigs. Yeah. And then this is pretty cool right here. The last time I was home is when I first started playing on this map. And I had, I think it was wheat or barley or oats. I don't even remember. But this is where you store mini bales. So I got, soybean. I got soybean straw bales, corn stalk bales, and a little ladder here. I can get up there. And these are all the bales I did on a couple fields. There's a total of 787 bales. We're almost at full capacity. 13 more bales can go in here. So that's all for straw bedding. Got tons of that. And then I got the little door here for loading and unloading. We'll get that closed just in case it rains. And store the ladder and put that away. Close the door. I think that door closes. That door closed? Maybe it stays open. But yeah, that's where we store all the bales. Pretty cool. Almost had dinner. You're on Frankenmuth. I played on that before. Me and Koopy long time ago. That might have been FS19. That me and Coop had a Frankenmuth farm. Maybe it was 22. I can't remember. That was a long time ago. God darn it. Keep getting in the wrong tractor. Him out of the way. See if we can get this first try. Whew, she is struggling. Yeah. Alright. Oh, I think we gotta pull this up a bit. Yep, there we go. Perfect. I'm doing good, David. Doing good. Good to see you, Daniel Gannon. You're on Louisiana map. I have that downloaded on FS25. I just haven't tried it yet. Do you like it? Is it any good? I remember the old Louisiana map by Louisiana Modding. I think that's what he was called. We played the crap out of that map. You guys remember that one? That was good. That had rice fields on it, from what I remember. That was a good map. Let me see if I missed any ETS buses. Yeah, I saw the Cars and Trucks DLC, Rhett. That I'm probably not going to mess with, but I do think the bus one will be pretty fun. There is a really nice farm store down here to get all your seed and stuff. Let me show you that real quick. Yeah, let's show you real quick. It's really nice. Let's run down the road here. So this is where you go to get seeds, fertilizer, lime, pretty much all your stuff for planting and I don't know if you can sell anything here. You can get anhydrous. This map does have anhydrous on it. There's the way station there. That's, I believe, anhydrous there. And then if you go in here, this is where you would get lime. And there's two ways of getting lime in here. You can just automatically load it in there if we had like a lime tank, or if you had a tractor up in here, you could scoop it out. You could go in there with a loader and dump it in here just for, you know, more realism if you want to do it that way. But either way, it'll work both ways. Really cool. That's also the livestock market over there. A lot of fancy stuff on this map. Very nice. A lot of time was put into it, it looks like. Wonder what that is. Almost looks like wood chips. Is that wood chips? Looks like wood chips. Or sawdust. Ah, that'd be cool. That had like sawdust or sand. A lot of dairy farms use sand for their cows to lay in inside the pens. I wonder if any modder has done that on a map. Anybody know? Where they have sand instead of straw. That'd be pretty cool. A lot of farmers use that. Especially if they're older cows and their legs are like, the older they get, the harder it is for them to move around because of the weight they carry around. They say I guess the sand is easier on them. But anyways, that's that. Pretty cool. Oh, it's been a while, David. I think the last time I streamed was, well, it wasn't super long. It was when Missouri came out for ATS. We explored a little bit of Missouri map. Dion champion. When my wife and I milked our cows, they were on sand. See? I think. Does the millennial, not millennial, the generation dairy farmer, I forget. Doesn't he use sand or sawdust or something? Whatever he uses in the pens, it's definitely not straw. And the cows seem to like it. Those look like some happy cows on his farm. They like do whatever he tells them to do. They just follow him around and super chill. Driving right through the middle here. Yeah, 10th gen. What's he use? He uses one sawdust or sand or something? Ah, crap. I knew that was going to happen. Now I'm in the middle of the field. Crop destruction's on. Oh well. There we go. Had to kill some crops to get through there. So the Miller wagon only holds 27.3. So we're getting 3,000 more liters in the other wagon. still a good amount. So what we should do actually is switch tractors. Farmall might have an easier time pulling 3,000 liters less. Let's do that. Gotta take it easy on the old Farmall. You don't want to be blowing that motor too. Oh, and I downloaded Ohio Richlands on PS4. Even though I played the crap out of that on PC, I'm still gonna want to play on that again. I love that map. That was good. I love that cow barn on that one. That was so nice. Pulling it better. I messed that turn up. Yeah. Hang it, Bobby. I finished Clarkson's Farm while I've been out on the road. I watched all 4 seasons of that. That poor guy just couldn't catch a break from the council where he lived. They just kept voting against everything he tried to do. Felt bad for him. Even though he's rich, he was trying to help other farmers in that community. All the ideas he had evolved around getting other farmers doing things together, like working together, and the council just kept saying nope, 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 denied, 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 all because the locals didn't want to have too much traffic coming through. Oh my goodness. There we go. Really good show if you guys haven't watched it. You like that, Kellen? I don't think that little tractor would work in real life. It might be a little too underpowered, but hey, it works in the game. Sean Barnes, hello. I don't really watch much of the YouTube stuff. 10th Generation, I just watch him every once in a while. The one dude I watched, what the heck's his name? He used to be a streamer, and then I think his brother is the one who made the mobile game, the American Farmer mobile game. Well, anyways, he bought land and started a farm from scratch with this old, I think it was a 4420, an old John Deere, and a little chisel plow, or was it a cultivator? I can't even remember. But I watched that. It was like a 2-hour-long episode of he recorded his first year of farming, and I loved it. It was fun to watch. That guy is amazing. He's like fixing everything, welding, working, watching videos on how to fix things that he never messed with. He built this hitch for his grain truck. Like, he's the kind of guy you would, you'd know he'd end up being a successful farmer. Yeah, he was pretty good. Can't remember his name. Austin? Is his name Austin, maybe? Spencer. That's it, Eddie. Yeah, Spencer. Grant is his brother. He's the one that made the American Farmer video game, and Spencer's the one who He actually took money that he made from streaming, I believe, to put a down payment on the land he bought to do farming. Pretty cool. Ooh, those lights are so bright. Grant Hilbert. Yeah, good video on YouTube, and it had like 8 million views. I was like, holy cow! That video alone, I think he said made him like $20-something thousand just that video. Yeah, his brother. It was funny because his brother's harvester was all jacked up. The header was messed up, and the inside was beeping like crazy. And Spencer, he just, if something's broken, he wants to fix it right away and figure out what's wrong. And Grant had been using the harvester like that forever. He's like, it doesn't bother me. He just puts his headphones in and listens to music while he's harvesting. And Spencer's like, I can't take it anymore. So he figured out how to fix all that, and they had to get the header all repaired because they were harvesting it like 1.5 miles an hour because it kept getting clogged. It was really good. I enjoyed watching all that, all 2 hours. I loved it. I think what we'll do is this section over here. We'll finish this section, and then this section over here we'll use the actual corn harvester over here. And that should be plenty of silage, I think. What's up, Brian Santor? He does quite a bit of FS role plays on YouTube and started his career. Yeah, yep. Pretty cool story. He was young too. If I could do it all over again and be young, I would have done exactly what he did. Like, try to become what you're streaming. Like, that's just a cool story. Streamed Farm Sim so much that it made him want to be a farmer. Who did I see sneak in here a little bit ago? I forgot to say hello. Where is he? Mr. Lewis, right? There he is. He says, well, look what we have here, Missy Buddy. How you do? I sent you a message. Oh, I don't know when it was. Maybe a month ago? Seeing how your health was doing, and never got a response. Maybe you don't get on. I barely ever get on Facebook anymore. I only get on it to check family stuff. That's about it. But yeah, I sent a message to you, seeing how your health was doing. Hopefully you've been well. What's up, Mark Smithson? Good to see you. I'm alive. I am alive. Miss Frosty's been spoiling me. I'm home for 4 days. Give me that trigger. Ugh. Back up. She's been making some good dinners. So, what was it? Monday night, chicken salads. Like good ones. Like good chicken. And all the good stuff in the salad. To the point where it's not even a healthy salad anymore. But it was good. And then Tuesday night she made chicken Alfredo. And then tonight she made meatball subs. And then tomorrow I think we're going to have to grab something out because my daughter has a volleyball game and we'll probably grab something to eat after the game. But yeah, she's been cooking some good stuff. Come on. I got to see my son play basketball. It was perfect time off. Everything fell into place. Monday, I got home early in the morning. That counts as a work day because I drove, even if it was for a little bit. So that counted as a work day, not a day off. But I had like the whole day at home. He had a basketball game that night. Got to see that. My daughter had a volleyball game Tuesday night, and then she has another one tomorrow. So I got to see her play twice, got to see him play. It's been really nice. Good home break this time. I don't always get to see stuff when I'm home because it just depends, you know, when I can get home. They're handling it good. Luckily, technology nowadays, you got FaceTime and text messaging. They can call me anytime, but they're busy. They got school, sports. My daughter, she has practice almost every day after school for volleyball. So by the time she gets home, she's pooped. Sometimes she don't even call me because she just comes home and gets a shower and goes to bed. I don't blame her. But super busy. My son. Will you just go, Harvester? Come on. Gotta be on a certain spot, I guess. Oh, it's doing that wheel lock thing. Come on, baby. No. Alright. Yeah, they've been handling it okay. Miss Frosty's got to do a lot more than when I used to be there. Of course, she's in charge of everything. But my son's been doing a lot, as much as he can. He tries to help. Pretty good rep, not too bad. I pack, I bring a lot to put in my own fridge. I don't even drink pop anymore, soda, pop, whatever you want to call it. I got away from that. I just drink water. I have tea every once in a while. I get those Izzies. Anybody ever have Izzies? They're like fruity, carbonated, I don't know. They're healthier than pop, but I have one of those every once in a while. But I mostly just drink water. Peanut butter and jellies a lot, cereal, milk in my cooler. I love cereal. But you know, some days I gotta get something hot, so I'll treat myself to something crappy from a truck stop, but I do not do that every day because it's expensive and it makes me feel like crap. So I just try not to eat like that. Woo! These forage wagons don't like sharp turns. Wants me on the left side. Yeah, I keep cutting these turns too sharp. Alright, last swipe. And then we're going to switch over to the corn harvester. And we are full. Dark on us in the game. We're gonna have to get moving here. I'm gonna be driving working in the dark. It's Frosty Pam. What's up, Levi? I almost got 20 pounds since last summer. You almost lost 20. Nice. I'm kind of steady. I haven't gained. I'm not losing, and I mean it's kind of hard to lose. I literally sit in the truck all day. Not even kidding. The time I'm at home is the most physical as I can pretty much get, which I do. I've been walking, I mowed the yard, pressure washed. I've been outside a lot doing house stuff. I did the sidewalks, front porch, pressure washing. I've been busy. But yeah, just gotta take care of yourself. Yeah, cutting certain things out of the diet help tremendously. What's up, Alex B, Matthew Vanderwall, Jason Schisler? 12 days is the minimum. So I got to be out at least 12 days, which I'm usually, this last time I was out for 18 days. And that's just because they didn't get me home when I wanted to get home. Which it happens. It's frustrating, but sometimes there's just not loads to get you home, so you gotta wait till they find something. But I was pretty PO'd, not even gonna lie, because it was my son's birthday and I had planned to be home for the party, and they didn't get me home, so. But I got a big paycheck because I was out for 18 days straight. How's that not close enough? Alright, you jackwhack. Sorry, struggling. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I'm ready to harvest some corn. I gotta take this wider. I keep cutting it too early and it's making it impossible. There we go. Alright, we're gonna just fill up that last strip and then we're switching over to the other harvester. What made you go back to driving? I had to make money and I know how to do it very well. I'm a good driver. It's one of the things I'm good at, so figured do it. It's hard to just jump into a job that pays good if you don't have experience at something. So already knew I could do it, so I was like, let's go drive a truck, I guess. But I just gotta get some experience. You gotta have recent experience, even though I've got over 10 years experience. They don't care about what you did in the past, most companies. And it's not the company, it's insurance. The insurance won't let you drive for the company if it's not recent. So I just got to put a little more time in out on the open road, and then I can get some local opportunities. All right, Uncle Jimmy, you can go home. We're going to go get into the other harvester. Actually, we'll just park him over here in the corner for now. Go get that brought in one last time. Get this unloaded. Man, it is really good. Let's put time to half a minute. That'll slow it down even more so it don't get too dark on us. I don't think I've ever farmed in the dark on a stream. Don't want to let it get too dark. Alright, we're all done with that. Park him over here. We'll get the rest of this unloaded, and then we'll drop that trailer, hook up to the gravity, I think they're gravity bins, to put corn in. Gosh. I think I'd learn after all these hiccups. My goodness. You know what? We'll mess with them some other time. It's getting too dark. We gotta go hook up to the other bins. So I manually put all my grain into here with augers, going all realistic. I like the challenge. Go fire up the corn harvester. I miss riding in a semi. It is nice. It's a smooth ride. Time to go to work. Good hearing your voice. Have a good night at work, Jason. Be careful out there, sir. Alright, we'll leave that running. Keep the AC on. Keep it nice and cool in there. Fire up the harvester. On Ray County, it leaves a swath for corn, so you can make corn bales if you want. But I already have a full storage of, I don't need them, so we're gonna actually turn the swath off. Disable swath. We have a crap load of straw. Right. And go. We're locked on and ready to roll. 17 days until my next cruise. I'm going on a cruise, Pat. I'm going on a cruise. Can you believe it? You Mad Bro has subscribed. Thank you, you Mad Bro. Appreciate it. Bringing that corn in. Come on. This is live, Skylar. Do you still talk to Rye? I hop into his streams when I get the chance. I don't always get to, but the last one I was in, he was playing... Oh, crap. What was he playing? It was like a... tram simulator, a trams on a tram line or something. Yeah, that's the last one I think I saw. Then he had a water park one. I think that was a week or two ago. What do I got to do now? Where am I? Turn around. Yeah. Oh, we got another. Us to do another whatchamacallit. Okay. Let's get lined up. It wants to do another headland. lined up. Lined up. Cruise control. Oh, let me check my phone. I forget. Royal Caribbean. We're going to the Bahamas. Free ride, actually. My in-laws for Christmas. They're getting all family members. It's going to be a big old shindig. I forget how many. It's going to be like a huge family Christmas cruise. So, yeah, that'll be interesting, huh? All right, so that side of the field's already done. It'll only be the second cruise I've ever been on. But this one's going to be way better than the Carnival. I hear Royal Caribbean's a lot nicer than Carnival, so I'm excited. The ship looks sweet. Already scoping it out. Looks rather nice. I think this one holds close to 10,000 liters. So we're getting 17 bushels per hectare, it looks like. Is that what that's saying on the top left? Is there a mod? Does anybody know? I don't know if Pleasant's still listening. He would probably know, but I'm sure some other people in here. Is there a mod that shows moisture levels? Because that would be pretty sweet too. Or like test the moisture before you harvest. Like, wouldn't that be cool? Like, you got your day, like today, say it's October or whatever, but you want to check your moistures at certain times of the day to catch the right window to get the best out of your harvest. That'd be a sweet mod. I wonder if there's a mod out there for that. So you literally have to just check every hour until the moisture is where you want it to be, to where you're content to start harvesting. Pretty slick. Waiting for a knee replacement. Ouch. Ugh. I'm sorry to hear that. That's horrible. I hope it goes smooth whenever you get it done. Yeah, my wife's grandfather had that done. But he was in his mid-70s. And it was hard for him to rebound after having that surgery. Not a good surgery to have when you're older. Hopefully it goes well for you. What's up, JCB? I'm back for tonight. But I'll be back to work Friday morning. We're at 80%. Great to see you tonight. Gotta run. See you again. All right, ham and eggs. Hanging out later, sir. I have work early tomorrow. Grateful to be hanging out today. And have a good one, sir. Hope life's treating you well. Hope you're healthy and happy. And having a good summer. Thank you very much for stopping in to say hello. We appreciate it. Coming up. It's actually not too bad. It's not like dark. You can still see it. Alright, we are full. Let's see, where are we? Let me take a peek at our production, our fermenter. See how that's doing. Oh yeah, look at that. We got 180,000 liters in there, and we've already converted 10,000. Nice. You know what? Let's take a quick timeout and feed the cows. The one, I know my one cows have some food, but let's make sure the calves have some silage to eat. I want to make sure all my animals have some food. Oh, I got lights in this shed. I don't think so. No, no lights. Old school shed. Uncle Jimmy has lights in his shed. Why can't I? Alright, so we're going to fill this up with what we've made so far. So not close enough. Close do I gotta get? I already used it once. I know it works. There we go. Fill her up. Alright, cool. We're fully loaded. We're gonna head over to that cab weaning barn right over here. Oh, I think I gotta get this way. If you don't mind me asking, why did you stop streaming? Because I wasn't paying the bills anymore. I had to go back to something else, pay them bills, you know what I'm saying? But I do miss it. I definitely would rather be a streamer, trust me. Alright, where do I feed? Turn on mixer wagon. So where does it actually put the food? I have, oh, dang it. Where do you feed these jackwacks? You feed them on the outside. Duh. Oh, Frosty. So you go inside to do the straw, which I had already done. We got to go outside. My bad. My bad. Like, where is the feeding trough? What explains that? I like this mixer because you can unload on either side. Pigs are squealing for some corn. There we go. Right. So now they got 10,000 liters of food. They're full on straw, and they'll start making manure also. So yeah, they're good to go, man. TMR mixed. What all goes in there? Small hopper bottom. Select the silo whose content you want to load into your vehicle. Huh. Never seen that. Alright, cool. So now the only thing that needs fed is the pigs. Alright, let's get back into the harvester. Or actually, let's get in here. Go fill these wagons up with some corn. What's up, Mr. Fire Slaying? How are you? So what are you doing now? Says JCB, driving truck over the road, truck driver. I am out of practice, Mr. Bailey. I'm lucky I was even able to get the stream going live. I forgot a lot. And I guess Corsair bought Elgato. So I looked it up. It wasn't just me having issues with my Stream Deck. I looked it up and lots of people had issues. It wouldn't even let you log in with your old credentials. Pretty much had to create a whole new account. And even after that, because I don't have Windows 11, that didn't work either. So yeah. I'm actually gonna hire a worker, I think, to continue doing that while we feed the pigs. Once he's done filling this up. There we go. Alright. We'll get an AI worker running this. Up and down. And okay. And of course he wants to drive away. Why? I don't know. Line up. You're right there. There you go. All right. So he's going to keep working. Or I don't know what he's doing. Well, we'll see what he does. I don't know what he's going to do. But let's go feed the pigs. Camping at the racetrack. The company I work for has all automatics. Yeah, they're either Cascadias or International LTs. They're all new autos. Mine's a 2024? Yeah, I have a 2024. Nice to see you on here tonight, but I have to go to work. All right, Brian, get some sleep. Thanks for hanging out, sir. Actually, auto's the way to go, man. Less stressful. Easier on the foot and leg. Oop. Need to go here. Where's these pigs at? No, I prefer an auto. Especially today's technology. It's fancy. Yeah, manuals are kind of a thing of the past. There's not really many out there anymore. Alright, let's see. How does the feeding work here? I'm imagining we just pull up to this bin right here. Yep. Interesting. I'm gonna give half the trailer to this one. Or actually, it just emptied. And then we'll do the other half here. And then let's see what just happened. So they only require 2,000 liters of food. Alrighty then. And I don't have all the other stuff to feed them, so that's why I was just giving them something to eat. So they're full on food. That's good. And my calves have silage. The cow barn has silage also. And all the animals are fed. Bada bing, bada boom. We're just going to run back out to the field. We might be able to fit the whole harvest in here. Heavy hauler, what's going on? Hello, BJ. Give me an 18 speed. Yeah, I've driven one of those. Those are fun to drive. But I actually, for over the road, I'm definitely happy with an automatic. Sun's going down. There's still a lot of corn there. Come on. I might have to switch back to silage. I don't know if we need all this corn. You know what I'm saying? But we're probably going to go to about the 2-hour mark, so about another about another 30 minutes, because I got another busy day. Tomorrow's my last day before I go back to work, so got things I got to get done. Come on, Kubota. See you later, Kevin. It's great to see. Thank you, Kylie Standick. It has been a while. Old Fire Slayer. It's been a while. Nice. Where are you headed? Which cruise line? Where's your next cruise going, Rhett? I just put a hole in my sock. There's like a crack in the plastic where my pedals are on my wheel. And my sock's been rubbing against the crack, and now there's a huge hole in my sock. Oh, Where's my tractor? There she is. So what do we got in here? 17,000 liters. That's still a good amount of corn. Man, even the Kubota's struggling. 200 horsepower, you think it'd do a little better than that. Out here on the west coast, Baja, Mexico, San Lucas, Ensenada, Catalina Island. Ooh. How many days is that gonna be? The Christmas cruise I'm going on is 4 days. All right, now we get to get the auger hooked up for the bins to get the corn put in storage. It's always fun. And it's dark, so that'll make it even more challenging. Let's see here. I think this second bin is the one that has corn in it. Yes. So all we really got to do is get that up in the air. Get it lined up with the corn bin. Sorry, it's so dark. That's lined up pretty darn good. And we'll get that underneath that. And we're just going to pick this up and move it real quick. If it lets me. Oh, it's mounted. Dang it. Alright, we're going to have to move that real fast. It's a little too close. What's up, Silver Tiger? Sounds awesome. This is Kevin. How's Kevin been? You been doing all right? This upcoming is actually 2 cruises back to back, 4-night and a 5-night to make 9-night cruise, same cabin for both legs. Oh man, that is fancy. I got me a Royal Caribbean credit card just so I could earn points for stuff to do on the cruise. I've already got enough points for like $300 worth of stuff. Pretty cool. Alright, let's get this lined up here. If we did this right, it'll go in there. Go through the bin and go right into there. Yes. So that's all working. Perfect. that nice? Thank you, Silver Tiger. Alright, then we'll unload the second bin. Uh-oh, what happened? Switch to that bin. Oh, is it not centered up? Let's see here, what happened? Yep. It's a little offline. I think it did it again. Is there more in there? Nope, that's empty. All right, cool. So, yeah, how much did we get in there? Let's see. So now we have about 38,000 liters of corn. And then off stream, last time I was home, I did soybean. We got 38,000 soybean in there. Nice. I don't think I have anything else. Nope. All my other bins are empty. I got 3 fields of wheat growing, so some of those bins will be used for that. Well, that was a lovely harvest. Save the rest of that field for silage to get the fermenter filled up good to get through the winter, so I have lots to feed the cows. But we're gonna actually use Uncle Jimmy's tractor trailer to get the harvester taken back, my harvester. He actually lets me store it up at his farm because I don't really have enough space to store a harvester. How's that not good enough? Like right there we go. Like that's right on there, man. We'll get that unloaded real fast. Your mom had her 89th birthday. Things have been okay. My older brother died of a heart attack the day before Mother's Day. So I'm the last surviving child. Oh, man. Sorry to hear that. Was he around your age or older than you? Was he the older brother? I'm sorry to hear that, buddy. Yeah, my grandmother, she was just in the hospital last week, having trouble breathing, but now she's at home. They got hospice coming to see her 3 times a week, and then her kids stop in almost every day to check on her, bring her dinner. She's not doing the best. I don't know how much longer she's gonna be here. Excuse me. Not much longer, I don't think. She's been struggling. I don't know how she's made it this far. She just keeps on trucking. Let's get the Kubota put in the garage. Turn off the little John Deere here. All right, what did I say we were gonna do? We're gonna go put the harvester away. Let's go load that up. In his early 60s. Is this map on the mod hub? No. You have to go to No Creek Farms itch.io. It's a PC map only. It's called Ray County, Missouri. Yeah, if you just search Ray County FS25, it should pop up his itch.io, and you just go to it and download it. All right, harvester. A lot of traffic. I think I just ran a couple people over. Have a good one, Ann. And if I don't talk to you for a while and you have that surgery, I hope it goes well and you recover quickly from it. There he is, Welshie to the rescue. No Creek Farms itch.io. Just click on that link. It'll take you right to his mod page where you can download it. And make sure you read about it. There's a thing about the manure. If you want to have manure, it'll tell you how you have to place it in a certain spot for it to work. And if you don't want manure, then don't worry about it. It won't really matter. Looking on here. Ah, crap. Go. Right about there. Back it up a little more. I should have went the other way. Go. Ready to roll. I think since there's a sharp turn up here, we're gonna back up so we have an easy way out of here. Beautiful. Stay in this view just so I can keep an eye on make sure the load doesn't fall off. You been farming, Stevenson? You still playing some farm sim, or what have you been playing? Oh, I want to show you the wild turkey, chat. I think he's hiding over here somewhere. I know he's over here. He likes to hang out in this one spot. Like, look at the fences. Even the detail on the fence, I don't know if you can see that very well. Barbed wire. Look at the scuffs on the metal stakes. But anyways, where's that wild turkey? Where's that wild turkey at? Last time I was harvesting, I seen him over here. Where you at? I know I saw a turkey over here. You guys think I'm crazy, huh? I'm gonna find him. It turned into Call of the Wild, huh? Dang it. Maybe I'm thinking of a different... Maybe he's not in this field. Making me look bad now. Ah. Yeah, now I can't find him. Maybe he's on field 30. Oh well. But I swear there's a turkey. Need an escort. Oh, I think it is this field. Alright, I swear. I'm gonna prove that there's a turkey out here. Here, turkey, turkey, turkey. Stop making me look like a fool. I know you're out here. Come out and show everybody that you're real. Oh, are you serious? Well, one of these days I'll prove that there's a turkey out there. Alright, Uncle Jimmy lives right here. Pretty white picket fence, big old driveway. He's got a lot of corn. He can harvest that. I ain't messing with that. That's his land. Get that unloaded. So he lets me store it over here at his house. There's my other header for the other type of crops. Bada bing, bada boom. Time to head back home. Sun's going down. Time to get to bed, I think. That's going to do it for me as well, Jacob. I'm about to call her a night. I do appreciate everybody stopping in to say hello. It's been a while. I try my best to go live every once in a while when I have the energy and have a little bit of time. So we will try to do this again in the future. I just can't promise you when, but I'll let you know in Discord. Jennifer Sims, thank you for subscribing. Thank you very much. Oh, I think I live right there. Yep, that's my house. So I hope you enjoyed the corn silage and some corn harvest. Just kind of chilling out, catching up with everybody, chit-chatting. Hope you guys enjoyed the show. Guess we'll shove this in the garage, huh? There you go. And we are going to go to bed after I have a little snack. But thank you very much for hanging out, chat. I'll keep you updated every once in a while I'm out on the road. Just keep an eye on my Discord, and I try to post a picture every once in a while when I can. And we'll try to go live again in the future. Maybe do some more farming or ATS. But I'll be honest, I don't really have the itch for ATS when that's all I do is drive. So I get pretty excited to relax and do some farming. Thank you so much, everybody. Duane, have a good one. Orville, JCB Farms, thank you, everybody who hung out tonight. We'll catch you all later. Catch you on the flip side. It's Bigrigfrosty. I'm signing off. I'll catch you next time. Have a great night, everybody. Catch you later.